Alright, everybody. Give me 1 second. Let me post the link to the stream in our Google Classroom, and then I will get started. Okay, hold on. First time doing this, haven't tested it out. Give me 1 second. Okay, cool. So, alright, so I wanted to get on here and explain a couple things about what's going on with our classroom, with school in general. I know Baltimore City has been updating people as much as possible, but sometimes it's sort of hard for everything to be understandable. And I know people don't like to tell you kids things directly, and it's better coming out of Mr. Harrison's mouth. So let's get started. Okay, so here's the deal. In about a week, we are in remote learning mode. I'm going to be explaining today about what the sort of schedule of events is going to be, how we're going to conduct things in our classroom, where you can find me, where you can contact me, how you can contact each other, how we'll have discussions, where you'll get your assignments, all sorts of things. Let's go through and oof, my computer is not used to this. Okay, cool. So here's all the information we're going to be covering. What the plan is for the rest of the school year, what you should be doing this week, a checklist of things that you're going to need access to start remote learning, how we're going to be communicating, how we're going to access assignments, and how you guys are going to turn in assignments. Also, at the end, I'm going to talk AP testing and give some information that is just for our AP kids. So once I get to that point, honors kids, you can stop watching. It will no longer be relevant to you. But until then, hey, let's take a look. So currently, we are on another 4-week break. in terms of Baltimore City Public Schools. Uh, what we are looking at right now is a schedule of what we have currently been through, and where we're going to be headed in the next few weeks. So March 16th through 20th, that's when you guys were doing teacher-created assignments that you either picked up at school or you had them on Google Classroom. March 23rd to 27th is what the district called spring break. On March 3rd through April 4th. This is where we're at right now. So this week is all about teacher and district planning. For the most part, we are still trying to figure out what we should be doing in order to meet the needs of you guys as best we can. This week, what we will be doing, staff will be doing, is we will be in meetings, contacting other teachers, contacting the principal, and discussing what's going to go on for the rest of the school year. Right now, on Monday, we have the district trying to get themselves together and create some decisions that's going to affect the rest of the school year. We, as teachers, are going to get those decisions, those announcements tomorrow, and then after that, we'll be able to let you guys know what the rest of our school year is going to look like, or at least what this next 4 weeks is going to look like, because currently the school break is only for the next 4 weeks. Now, right now, teachers are also preparing to put their classes online, me included. We have not all had experience doing online learning before, so we're sort of giving teachers a grace period to set up supports for the next for after this week, for those next 3 weeks, so we can start remote learning officially. Right now, what you're expected to do is to complete district-created assignments. So if you go onto the BCPS homepage, you will see a list of broken down day by day based on grade. So if you go to the 9th grade PDF or the 11th grade PDF or the 12th grade PDF, you'll basically see a rundown of all of the classes that you likely have and some assignments created by the district to sort of just keep your mind going. All of those are sort of relevant to what everyone should be studying in their classrooms right now. For example, we're starting our evolution unit. If you go and look at day 1 of the district science stuff for 9th graders, it's all stuff on evolution. So that's what you are doing this week. I will give you some other things that you could be doing if you are an AP student, or if you have not caught up with all of the stuff that we were going through on March 16th through 20th, or when I was out on paternity leave and you guys had this up. Now, next week is when we officially start remote learning mode, and I'm going to let you know exactly what that means for us, how we need to prepare, and what you guys need to have in order to start remote learning. Access all of the activities, communicate with each other, this, that, and the other thing. So, before next week, what should you be doing this week? First of all, you should be downloading the Google Classroom app. When we first started the emergency COVID-19 break, we did not require all of our students to get onto Google Classroom. That is set to change. We gave out packets so you could do things physically in hopes that we would be opening again today, this Monday, and turn those packets in. Now that we have another 4-week span without direct instruction, we need everyone to get on Google Classroom. I'm going to be showing my codes in this video in a second. I'm also going to be calling each and everybody's parents today and make sure that everybody is up to date and everybody has what they need. So this week, another thing you should be doing is, if you haven't completed those assignments from March 16th, please do so. That means if you're in honors biology, you are looking at the Darwin Diary assignments. If you are in AP Biology, you're looking at the Evolution Review assignments. Another thing that's going to be really important is the communication survey. I'm going to be letting each of your parents know where to find this. Currently, the address to get to this form that I need everybody to fill out, really need everybody to fill this out, is going to be a bit.ly link. That bit.ly link is bit.ly/Harrison survey. I'll be posting that in Google Classroom as well, but bit.ly Harrison survey, all in lower caps, will take you to this contact information form. And on this form, basically all I'm asking is to get some contact information from each student. If you have a personal email that works better for you than your BCPS email, then I'm asking for it. I'm asking for your parent and guardian contact information, phone number, email address, etc. And there's a brief survey about how you are able to access assignments. Whether you have a smartphone, tablet, computer, what kind of technology you have access to, whether you have internet or you're on cellular data or you don't have internet at all, if you are familiar with any of the applications we might be using, if you have access to any of these streaming services, and some general concerns for you guys. That is what this form is all about. Again, I need each and every person to fill it out. Absolutely need each and every person to fill this out. All right, so another thing, where am I? Another thing. So this week, again, you should be doing these things, but next week we are in remote learning mode, and here's what you're going to need in order to be prepared for that to happen. All right, so first of all, if you don't already have the Google Classroom app on your phone, you should have it, and you should definitely turn on notifications for that app. That means whenever I'm trying to get in touch with you, whenever I post something new, whenever I'm trying to be helpful, answering a question, fixing something, then you'll know about it right away. The Google Classroom app. That's for iOS, Android. If you have a phone, then you can access the Google Classroom app and you can access all of our assignments. Another app I'm asking you to download is the Discord app. Some of you might be familiar with this. It's an app that's usually used for chatting in video games, but we are going to use it in a interesting way. We're going to use it as a place for classroom discussions. If you have a question for me about an assignment and I'm not live, I'm not streaming, I'm not doing anything like that, then you can post it there. It'll pop up on my phone. If other people have the app installed, it'll pop up on their phones, and that means that everybody will be able to help each other out and will be able to sort of discuss the content if I'm not available. And if I am available, that means that if you have a question, I'll be able to answer it right away. That's what the Discord app is going to be used for. I don't know if we're going to be using Zoom or not. Tomorrow when we have our staff meeting, they might tell everyone, hey, we're using Zoom for everything. If we are, then you're going to need to download the Zoom app. I'm absolutely certain that at least one of your classes is going to be using this application to connect with you. So please download Zoom. It's free. It's easy to use. If you take a look at the YouTube channel that you're hopefully watching right now, right down there, there's I feel really weird saying this. Please like, comment, subscribe, turn on notifications for Mr. Harrison on YouTube. This is the easiest way for me to sort of go through and tell you about different assignments. For each assignment, I hope to have a little video up or a little time for me to stream and walk you guys through what you're supposed to be doing, and give you some information on our current content. So please subscribe to Mr. Harrison on YouTube. Please turn on notifications. That means every time I start streaming, it pops up on your phone, and you know that there might be some important information coming your way. Really, notifications for all of the above. It's going to help you guys out a lot. You guys know how nice it is to have notifications on for Infinite Campus. I know some of you guys, as soon as I post a grade, you're emailing me immediately wondering how you can make that grade better. I can tell you guys have notifications on. Think about how helpful that is for your grade, and then think about how helpful turning notifications for all of these things are going to be. And if you can, secure a pair of headphones. They don't need to be fancy. Just the regular headphones, the AirPods that came, or sorry, whatever the Apple AirBuds are called, that came with your phone, or anything with a microphone. Try and find a pair of headphones. It's going to help you out dearly as we try and go through this remote learning stuff. So for communication, here are the codes for everything. These are the codes for our Google Classrooms. Depending on what period you are in, this is how you join up. I would screenshot this right now if you are joining us on a phone, so you have these codes. Our Discord code, if you go to this web page, this URL right here, it will invite you to join our Discord. It's super easy to join. It'll ask you to just make a name for yourself, throw your email in, and then you'll be able to access this and chat with me and other students. Again, the other ways we might be communicating is through YouTube streams, Zoom. If the chat function in Twitch looks like it might be helpful, maybe we'll start streaming on Twitch and you guys can chat with me and each other about assignments or content or whatever we're learning, or you guys can just check in with me that way. We'll see what sort of works for us as we start progressing through this. Assignment access. All assignments are going to be posted on Google Classroom, so if you're not joined up to our Google Classroom, please do so. I know we've been having a little bit of trouble with the PDFs. Some people are having trouble opening those on their phones, cellular devices. I know I've been sort of having you guys use look at the PDFs to get the questions and then answer them in Google Docs. I understand that that can be a little difficult, especially when you only have the one device and you don't know, and you're not able to look at two things at once. That is why we're going to start using this program. It is called Wiser. Wiser is a digital worksheet program. It basically will work on a phone, tablet, computer, anything that you're using. Wiser will work on it, and it is a million times easier to use than just the Google Classroom PDF. It links together with Google Classroom, so I believe when you go to one of my worksheets, you'll just have to put in a few credentials, and then whatever you complete on Wiser will give you a grade in Google Classroom. Here's what it looks like. So this is a worksheet I made for one of our first assignments for the freshmen. Evidence for evolution. You can see I can put a lot of text in here. You can see that I can do all sorts of fun little things. We can have different areas where I might ask you to draw something. There are areas where you might be recording data and using a table to do so. A lot of the stuff that is sort of like what we would be doing in class is possible in this app. Even if you know me and you know my teaching, you know I like using cards and manipulatives and having you guys sort things and make sense of stuff by putting your hands on stuff. We can even sort little cards that I've made in this app and sort of emulate some of the stuff that we were doing in our classroom before I left for paternity leave. And as any good app has, you can just straight up write answers into this app. It is a really awesome resource. I really hope it works for us. I'm basically working right now this week to take all of the assignments that we would have done in the evolution unit and all of the test review that we would have done for AP biology and put them in here so it is easy for you to access, easy for you to respond, and so we can do some cool stuff from a distance. Where are we? So now turning in assignments. I'm going to be doing a more in-depth video on how to turn in your work That's going to come next Monday. So when you get your first assignment on Monday, it'll come with a little video that shows you how to actually turn it in. For now, you can just submit assignments by sending photos of your completed work to my email, or or by submitting them to Google Classroom. So if you have picked up a packet, if you have done things on pen and paper, if you have sub work that you didn't turn in, then you can just find my email, mharrison@bcps.k12.md.us, and you can submit them there. Just snap a picture. It doesn't have to be high quality. I just want to know that you have done things. Let's see here. So we've got a couple of questions. I see you guys asking questions. Kaya, if we have a stay-at-home order, are you guys still having the meeting? Kaya, I want you to imagine right now every single staff member, I think that is 70-something of us in total at Western High School, all getting on a Zoom conference call together. That's how it's going to go down. We're going to put 70 people on a Zoom conference call. We're going to have our meeting that way. Yeah, no, nobody is going into the school meeting for an official meeting. We're going to do everything through conference call. Okay, back to what I was saying. So that's a rundown of what you guys are going to need to do, some things that you are going to need to have in place in order to successfully navigate the remote learning world. We are doing technology surveys. You should see surveys coming from all of your teachers that are all about what technology you have access to. It's important to complete those surveys because if you don't have access to technology, if you don't have internet, you don't have a working laptop or cell phone or something you can use, then the school might be able to get you one. We won't know if you need one unless you complete the surveys. So please, please, please complete the surveys, everyone. And now this is information for just AP students. So honor students, if you have questions, you can stick around and ask them. AP students, please listen up because this is important stuff. All right, so this is unprecedented. It's never happened before, but the AP tests this year are going to be completely online, which is incredible. Sorry, this microphone's really annoying. All right, so AP tests are going to be online. It's awesome. It's really, really, really awesome for you guys. That means you'll be able to take the tests from the comfort of your own home. You can take the tests on a smartphone, a tablet, a computer, whatever you have that can connect to the internet. AP, the College Board has said that you can use those to take the tests. The other thing is they're only 45 minutes. You're not going to be in a testing room for hours on hours. You're going to sit at home and take a 45-minute test for AP Biology. This test only covers 6 of the 8 units that are in this course. So they've basically just taken the best guess at what teachers have covered already. It was a pretty good guess because it's everything we've covered already. It's everything from biochemistry at the beginning to genetics where we left off when I went on paternity leave. So that means that just those 6 units, abbreviated content, only things we've done in the classroom, are going to be on the test. It's only going to be 45 minutes. You're going to be able to take it on your phone. It's like the AP test has never been more approachable. So even if you are someone who is like, I don't know, I'm not going to take the test, I don't think I'm going to pass the test, nonsense. Take the test. Everyone is going to take the test. Everyone. Like at this point, it would be really, really foolish. You would be missing out on such an amazing opportunity if you did not take this test. Like you have to think this is 8 college credits. Most of your college courses are going to give you 3 credits. This is 8 college credits for science from a 45-minute test. That's it. That's all. So take the test. We're going to be doling out some surveys for you guys as well that have to do with your access to technology. We want to know how many AP students have access to cell phones, tablets, computers, and internet access in their homes, and that is going to sort of inform us on what sort of supports we need to put in place for for our AP testing. So again, if you are someone who uh, if you're someone who doesn't have access to anything, then please take a look. Sorry, keep a lookout for that survey. Please keep an eye out for calls coming from teachers. We want to know if you do not have access to any of these things because we are possibly able to give them to you, even if it's just for AP test day. We need to know what you've got, what you have access to, so we are able to give you guys supports. Again, want to reaffirm this: you are going to take this test. No ifs, ands, or buts. You're gonna take this test. Yeah, yeah, that's what you're doing. All right. This is unfortunate, my setup right now, because I can't look at this thing and also look at the questions people are asking as well. And if anybody has questions, oh, that's fun. My webcam died. If anybody has questions, I think you guys should still be able to hear me. Yep. Please let me know in the chat and I'll be able to answer them. This video, if you need to go back to it, should be available afterwards. I think when you stream on YouTube, it records it and puts it in your channel afterwards. So, 19 folks in the chat, what's your questions? What do you got for me? In the meantime, see if I can set this camera back up. Oh, there I am. Alright, so I am typing real quick to ask for questions. There's a really big delay between when I'm talking and you guys are actually seeing this. So if you're sending a question, wait a second for a response. All right, Aaliyah, absolutely no problem. Our whole class for the next 3 weeks is going to be focused on AP exam review. That means that if there was something that you guys missed, if there's things that need to re-enter our brain, we'll be able to re-enter them. The test, again, has never been easier. It's because you're able to take it at your own home, and it's 45 minutes instead of an hour. It's an abbreviated test. It's less content. It makes it a lot easier than what it would have been if we were taking it the traditional way. Don't worry. really don't worry. You're gonna do really, really well. Even if you feel like you're not prepared, we're gonna spend this next few weeks trying to get you guys prepared. Yeah, that's my biggest messaging right now. If you are worried about the AP exam, do not worry. Do not worry. All right, so I'm going to give people just a few more minutes for questions. Otherwise, you are just going to be watching me sit here and doodle around on my computer. All right, Kaya asked a question. The exam is all free response? Yeah, the exam's all free response. At least that's what it sounds like from what the College Board has sent out. Hey, here's something you can do. Go ahead and follow the College Board on Instagram here, including this course schedule. I forgot to mention this. So on the AP site, oh, hey, you guys can't see this. Hold on one second. Where am I? There I am. I'm going to zoom myself down here. All right, so on the AP exam, on the College Board Instagram, they have this daily course schedule where you can go on YouTube and follow them on YouTube, and every single hour of every day in 45-minute blocks, they have these nice little live, just like I'm doing now. It's an AP biology teacher doing an AP biology lecture. Hey, how about that? Wow, I'm also noticing that there's a huge delay between me on the video and me speaking to you. That's cool. We're going to have to fix that. Hey, Treasure asked what you guys should be working on right now. Well, Treasure, if you have not already, you should take a look at the assignment that I posted on the 16th and continue working on that. Tomorrow, the next day, sometime soon, I'm going to have our next review packet. It's going to all be review. It's going to all be a review from Unit 1 Biochemistry. I think we also could use a review packet for genetics. So I think what we'll do is we'll sandwich the content between what we just covered, where I was not here for it, and what we started at the beginning of the year. Smash them together. It'll be great. What is the date for the AP exam? Kaya asks. Kaya, the date for the AP exam has not been decided yet. We are going to find out on the 3rd of April. So April 3rd, we'll figure out what the date for the AP exam is. Why is there a huge delay between my camera and my computer? What am I supposed to do here? Use buffering? Oh, that's what I'm supposed to do. Holloway, how can you manage your time on the AP biology exam? Very slow at taking a test. I'm the type of person who makes sure that I'm satisfied with my answers. I'm terrible at managing my time. Aaliyah, I will let you know as soon as I know more about the exam itself. They should be releasing more details to teachers. That's been an ongoing discussion when it comes to exam taking in general and what the AP exam is going to look like. What I'm assuming is going to happen is I mean, they're giving you 45 minutes to do it. I think they're going to be very realistic about the amount of questions they can ask in 45 minutes and really realistic about the kind of responses they can expect people to generate in those 45 minutes. Do not worry. I would recommend one thing that you do is keep a timer in front of you. Make sure you have your eye on the clock. Approximately how many questions are on the exam? I have no clue, Kayla. I don't even know when it is. The details they've given me again so far are just, hey, it is going to be it's going to be online. It's going to be 45 minutes. Hey, here's the Instagram again. Here we are. If you take a look at the Instagram again, we know the coronavirus has created challenges for AP students. Here's how we'll support you during this time. So, free daily lessons, I mentioned those already. Lessons for every course, beginning March 25th, recorded and available on demand lessons. The exams, this is the information they've given me. This is it. 45-minute free response exams, college credit opportunities, 2 testing dates, 1 in May, 1 later. Test what students have learned. That's basically what I have told you is everything that they have told me. That's what I know. Alright, Kayla, just for you, I'm double checking my email to see if the College Board has given me any more information. Okay, this email is all about the SAT. This is Mr. Harrison not showing you his email. The AP people do not like too much of their information out there. And I don't want them to see this and then fire me. Okay, College Board. Using the wrong keyboard. College Board. Okay. Okay. Yeah, so literally the only thing they're telling me is traditional face-to-face exam administrations of exams will not take place. Students will take 45-minute online free response exam at home. The full exam schedule. Oh, this is interesting. The full exam schedule, specific free response question types that will be on each AP exam, and additional testing details will be available by April 3rd. Aaliyah Holloway, you asked about how you can manage your time. Here's a huge tip for you while you manage your time. So I'm going to remind you guys, but you should already know, that the AP Biology exam, the FRQs have verbs. They have a verb that is bolded in each of the questions. It is a keyword that tells you exactly what. Oh my God, that's not what I need. That tells you exactly what the question is expecting from you as a result. So let's go to the AP Biology exam tips here. Here they are, the task verbs. So it sounds like from this messaging, it says students will, the full exam schedule, again on April. So Aaliyah, once they release that information, that's when you start planning. If you see calculate, then you know that means that you have to perform mathematical steps. Maybe they are asking you about what are some things they've loved to ask on the exam in the past. They really love asking about things like water potential. They really like you to do chi-square analysis. If that's something that you think takes you a little bit longer than a lot of these other verbs, then you're going to be able to plan and spend time on that specific question. If you are seeing that a question says something like identify, that's like the simplest answer choice or verb that they have. So you will know that you might have to spend a little bit more time on a calculate question, a little bit less time on an identify question, a little bit less time on a make a claim question, but probably a little bit more time on something like support a claim, justify, explain, evaluate, determine, construct or draw. I don't know if they'll be able to do construct or draw, where you create a diagram, graph, or visual representation or model, because of technological, I don't know, because of the tech needs of some students or the limitations of their online exam. However, if you see construct draw, you might know that you have to do a little bit more. Hey, there's another question. Wait, so if you take the test the first time in May, you cannot retake it on that later date. No, you cannot retake a AP exam. No retakes, no do-overs. It's not the SAT. So you take it one time and you get what you get and you don't get upset. But everybody in this class is going to get 3s, 4s, and 5s because it's an online exam that takes 45 minutes. Again, if you're struggling, if you feel worried, don't. I've seen what you guys can do in class. You are totally going to be prepared for this. Leah, what if I still struggle with the things that we have learned so far since the beginning of the school year? Aaliyah, I do not think that you are struggling as much as you think you are. I've seen your work. It is very good, always, consistently, always. So I think you need to give yourself a little bit more credit. And again, if you're struggling with things we've learned so far since the beginning, we're going all the way back to the beginning these next 3 weeks, and we're reviewing everything. Especially, and what I will do, just had an idea. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. this week I will post a Unit 1 review for you guys to work on. And then April 3rd, as soon as they release that information, if I can determine what kind of content is going to be on the exam or what kind of verbiage is going to be on the exam, then I'm going to set up practices that are specific to the exam itself. So we can be totally prepared with the types of questions they're going to answer and hopefully totally prepared with the type of content that we're going to have to use. All right, so folks, if you have questions, then maybe you can post them on Google Classroom. You can set up and start using our Discord if you would like. It's set up on my phone, so I will get any notifications for that. My computer is going to die because it has never done streaming before, and it doesn't like it very much. It's very, very, very angry and making loud noises and very hot right now. So I miss you guys. I wish we were together, but hey, oops, coronavirus. I'll see you guys later. All right, bye-bye. Let me know if you need anything, have any questions, need any support. How do I stop streaming? Oh, end stream.